What's up everybody, it's your boy Jay Groovy here. You can find me on Twitch with that name with 3 O's, but for today we're on the YouTube doing a short Phantom guide, hopefully be able to improve your aim a little bit and help you get some easy kills. These guides and tips will help you on controller and mouse and keyboard alike. Now let's go ahead and get it rolling. The first big 3 things we're going to be talking about are going to be crosshair placement, sensitivity, and positioning. Let's go ahead and start with sensitivity, and I'll pull that page up right now. So for reference, these are actually my personal sensitivities. Rogue Company breaks them down into 3 separate settings, which is actually really nice. They have the mouse, the targeting, and the scope sensitivity. The mouse is when you're running around freely, not aiming at all. The targeting is when you're aimed over one of your shoulders, and the scope sensitivity is when you're aimed down sights with an actual sight on a weapon. We'll actually just be focusing in more on the mouse and scope sensitivities because those are more important while playing Phantom. My rule of thumb for any first-person shooter basically for a mouse sensitivity is if you're in the middle of your mouse pad and you move all the way to the left or to the right, that should equal out to about a 180. You should do 1/2 spin. Now you could do some minor adjustments to that for your playstyle or depending on the game and how much movement there is, but that's just a good guide to start from. That's a good starting point. As far as scope sensitivity, I have mine somewhere in the middle, but this is where personal preference comes into play a lot more. This is where time in the game and tweaking that little bit by little bit is actually going to get you to that sensitivity that you want. If you're asking for my opinion, I keep mine somewhere in the middle. That's simply because if I'm holding an angle or holding a line of sight, I like to be able to tweak it minorly and still have that sensitivity to be able to do that without swinging my scope all the way over to the left or to the right. But also it's high enough that if someone's pushing me and I need to make a quick flick, or those close-up snipes that are harder to hit, you know what I'm talking about, those are still able to be accomplished with that sensitivity. So that's my personal opinion, but like I said, personal preference comes a lot more into play in the scope sensitivity category. So you heard me mention the idea of holding an angle, and this is where crosshair placement will come into play. And if you've played first-person shooters in the past, then you've probably heard this term being thrown around a little bit. But in simple, crosshair placement is holding your aim where you think an enemy head will enter your screen, basically. And I have a short example here on High Castle A. I know someone's behind this box. Barely have to move my crosshair to get that first kill, slightly to the right, but it was almost right on his head. Missed the headshot on the second guy, throw a nade to get a double. I see a guy that peeks on the top, adjust my crosshair, and hardly have to move that one at all. He basically walks right into my crosshairs. I really can't stress enough how important crosshair placement is, or simply pre-aiming where you think an enemy will be. It'll secure you the easiest of kills, and it's something that you can always get better at. So this isn't something that'll just help you with Phantom, but with every rogue on the game, and honestly every first-person shooter that you play. The more headshots you get, the easier the game becomes. A quick transition into positioning. This clip right here will show you absolutely terrible positioning with a Phantom. This is exactly what you don't want to do. I don't know why I did it. For some reason it worked out, but I'm telling you, this is not how you want to play Phantom. Now, if you're crazy like me, you can absolutely go ahead and do that, but in reality, this is how you should be playing Phantom. Sit back, all sides of you are covered, taking easy shots with good crosshair placements on areas that you know the enemy are going to be crossing. I know they're trying to get onto B, so I just secure that ledge and get 2 easy headshots here. This is good positioning for Phantom. Finally here, we're going to go over Phantom's full kit. That includes her combat loadout, nano smoke, and her passive. Her ability is her nano smoke. She throws a smoke grenade that you're able to see through like wall hacks, and it'll outline the characters in red. Down to her passive ability, it actually delays enemy health regeneration, so if you were to hit a body shot, it makes for really easy follow-up kills. Whether that comes from your own pistol or help from a teammate securing that follow-up kill, this is a great passive to have. And now we'll move straight on to her custom loadout. Phantom's primary weapon is the LR-15 full body sniper, baby. What we've been talking about mostly throughout this video. I haven't covered the Aaron L212 too much, and I'm still not going to cover it too much because when I'm playing Phantom, I'm here for the snipes. and this is the only sniper in the game. At least there's some DMRs that could compete with it, but this is the only one-shot headshot weapon. Now if you take a look at the first upgrade on our sniper, it's increased magazine size. That mixed with her perk Nimble Hands, which gives you increased reload time and increased weapon swap time, those go really well together. That'll help you really get some shots down range. And then if you go to the second upgrade, it's increased scope speed and reduced recoil. Now this is the tier, the upgrade that you want to be working for. This will really help you get some quick scopes off, and I know not every quick scope is going to be a headshot, but what's great about Phantom is she has a grenade that can really help you follow up on some of those body damage shots. With her grenade, I'd probably only ever upgrade it to tier 1 to get better explosion radius. Tier 2 gives you 125 damage out of the grenade, which is great. I just don't think I'd spend my money there. And I'll show this clip here where I think you'll get the idea of the play with the grenade. I might have gotten a little too aggressive when I didn't quite get the kills, but I was going for the big play, and I think you guys get the point here. Is the grenade can be a great follow-up if you're hitting body shots. I know sometimes hitting those headshots are hard, but this will really help you out a lot. And then there were tracker rounds. This is if you can't get the follow-up with the grenade and you got a good team behind your back, you know you can count on them. You could spend a big 10 grand on this. When you damage somebody, it'll reveal them to your team, and this will guarantee you, if you got a good team behind you, this will guarantee you follow-up kills no matter what. So let's wrap it up. I know I forgot a UAV sensor and a couple perks. That's simply because I wouldn't recommend buying them unless you have a lot of money. One final key point to leave you with that I don't think you should forget is switching to your pistol once you hit a close body shot and finishing them off with your pistol. I know you're a sniper, but those pistol kills will really come in handy. That's all for today. I tried keeping it nice, short, and sweet, but strictly to the point. Let me know if you like down below in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. Give me a follow over on twitch.tv/jgroovy with 3 O's. You know where to find me at. And hopefully we'll see you around soon, fellas. Later.